Okay. Ooh, hold on. Let me just turn the... Alright. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah. Sorry, just making sure my audio levels are about right. Looks all good so far though.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD.
Alright, there we go. Welcome everyone. I'm Dollar Free. Yeah, I genuinely enjoyed the vibe I got from 2064 read-only memories. Really, really good. So you know what? I'm gonna continue on with it for a little bit more. Let's see if I'm still feeling the same at the end of this stream. I understand this game's not for everyone, and certainly came across like that in the reviews. But I'm digging the vibe, I'm going to be honest. We've still got the super spoiled milk. Beautiful. Oh, nice. All right. So looks like things are still going on. That's right. We were on chapter 1 before. And we're back at our apartment. Now, if I recall correctly, last time our computer's busted. Our sink's currently busted. And we've got touring here. Not that fancy voice-activated paper. Alright, yeah, that's right. We're not allowed to water our plant anymore. Yeah, nope. Fair enough. Yeah, the Windows lock is busted. There's no one outside. Alright. Your once trusty machine has been downgraded to paperweight status. Sniffle. It's useless after whatever Turing did to it. Thanks, Turing. Most days, happy is the only conversation partner you have. On the bright side, your face's reflection on the screen resembles a human. How many times was a repair quest made? 4? 5? The landlord only cares if the rent is late. Oh, that hits a little too close to home, don't it? Yep. Still not allowed to do anything with the sink. And the sink's trying to talk back to us. That's right. So we click on the item, we use the item on... And that's the sound of the green sludge moving toward you. Is it? Nothing to listen to but the hum of the screen. We're going to try and put the milk in.
Yuck! I don't have taste buds, and this makes me glad I don't.
Oh, that's so good. We gotta try and put the milk on everything.
I know your name. you examine those headphones on the items menu of your Lips Type M mobile device, you will be able to play any kind of music you like.
Alright, so we've already just found that one. Maybe we feel less silly talking to this cat a portrait printed on the sheets. Or the pillow? No, that just gets weird. You aren't sleepy right now. Alright.
Aw, thanks for the hug.
Hey, I don't want to hug. I thought it was like poke or something.
Hi.
Alright.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn.
Okay.
It'll really pull the whole room together. You know, once we get the sink fixed.
Alright, I think we're just supposed to go out.
Ready to head out?
Yeah. Let's go. Alright, so our next location is Stardust Club.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Alright, I just have to watch out for the clicking. That's alright. Getting a feel for the movement. Let's just have a quick listen to the music. Maybe it'll sound better from the inside. Just trying to get a feel if they're going for like techno or... It doesn't feel like it's techno. It's a little too... Trying to figure out what the word is that I'm... It's like a little too basic club. Basic club music. Something you might expect just hearing generically. It sort of flows into the background and disappears. Oh. You tell the car to stay parked, it doesn't recognize you, so it ignores you. If Wazaki Pete can't save credits on your next ride, you'll get a free ticket to an upcoming Neo San Francisco 49ers game. You approach the car with the intent to pour your spoiled milk on the windshield, but the coupe's wipers are already alerted and stand primed at the ready, daring you to drive.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
Alright, so this guy's human. Let's just talk.
Welcome to Stardust.
Yep.
All right, looks good to me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we would have had to show ID to get in.
That's disgusting.
These planets are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. Okay. That's actually, I guess that's pretty interesting. The idea that the base itself is drawing in the oxygen. But then, if it's a self-enclosed loop, I mean, the oxygen doesn't. Yeah. Anyway. Tap on the glass. Plant doesn't seem to notice. Yep, because it's self-contained. Either the plan doesn't hear you or it's choosing to ignore your attempts to talk. That's it. Ah, I can't even put the milk on the thing. Door to Stardust is inviting. Ah, alright. Wait. They're just silhouettes. Let's just double check that one. Don't let that other door with the wreath on it fool you. This is the real door. It's almost looks ridiculously handcrafted until you notice it's the exact one on the front door. Don't take them down. It's the holidays. Yeah. Again, we're going into like New Year's. Holiday jingles start playing as you approach. Okay, and then ignore them. Alright. So I'm guessing the head I don't know if it's so much that the headphones are tuning into like digital programming or if they're just they're programmed to when you approach a certain object with them on, they'll automatically start playing the ads for you. As in, it's a function of the headphones rather than something that's generated by the object you're trying to listen to. By the way, interesting if not slightly disturbing concept. Let's head in.
Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Interesting. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just listening to the music as well. I'm not so sure about the slightly chirpy synth that's making them off. I would say it was that slightly chirpy synth that was making the melody at first. Because there's a synth going at the back that's playing chords. He's got another synth that's pretending to do trumpets. That'd be another synth altogether, or one of the first synths being reprogrammed. Here, that slightly chirpy synth going there. I'm not so sold on that. I'm not sure what kind of vibe they're going for with the music here, whether they're trying to go for like some sort of, I don't know, like I said, very basic club vibe style background music that might just fit into the and just disappear. It's almost like if you were to walk past a club that's just sort of playing generic jazz music or generic, I don't know. I don't really have a good word for it other than calling it club music because it's not so much like a style of EDM as it is just like there's something you'd almost find on like a track of, I don't know, 100 tracks or something like on the cheap. Here's some basic music you can buy, play, and you're not going to get into trouble with the licensing. I don't know. I'm going to answer this.
The driving bass has some interesting mathematical interactions with the chorus, and the tempo is certainly geared towards exciting the human circulatory system.
Nah, I don't quite agree on that.
I could learn to like it, but I agree. The volume is stressing my audio receptors. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Alright. Well, first place to always check is the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Poster for the band Zazen, or Zazen or something. One of the more popular live acts here in the city. Scrap Parade. So it's a new single by Zazen, sponsored by Arena. It's a poster ad for the new art exhibit at the new drive in the Film Wars. A flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opened in Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Okay. Red World, an abstract indie flick premiering at the Castro Theatre. Careful, it's kind of cute there. Okay. Film trailer starts to play, but it's designed more like a commercial advertisement to consumerists. Trying to sabotage the struggling indie film industry, eh? So there's a free song preview attached to the poster. Don't listen too long though. Posters like this charge your lips pay account automatically if you listen past 30 seconds. Okay, so this answers my previous question. Some of this is all functions built into the objects around the world rather than a function of the headphones itself. So it's the lips system, LIPS, whatever it stands for, and that's what's generating the advertisements rather than the headphones. So it could be any set of headphones. Okay? Totally not. Can't use the milk on that. Trap Brain, the new single by Zazen, starts to play loudly. Good idea. You did it. Milk time. You may not like the band, but there's no reason to ruin their cool new poster. You cover the face with your hand, but when you pull away, it's still there. Yep. You can only use the ID card. Might as well. Comparing your pictures to the face on the poster? Hey, you actually win this one. You touch the poster and an ad plays for Zone 3. Come down to Japantown and experience all your favorite retro classics only at Zone 3. Grand opening Christmas Day. You swipe your ID and a pop-up asks if you'd like to exchange your credits for some Z or Z points. Wonder what's older, the arcade machines or that vile mill? It's a chair. It's not even a spinny chair. It only looks like one. Wow, alright, that's it. Time to milk it. If you want to sit in that? There isn't much to listen to. Just a lot of... Oh, that's so good. I like that one. I like that. I like it. I really do. Alright. Roughly the man holds down the bar. He seems friendly enough, given his size.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Alright, I think we have to get a drink first.
What are you having?
Okay. We've got a couple of choices. Blue Fairy, Clumsy Belarusian Spicy Gentleman, Nuggies and Cream, Onyx Rum, Gut Punch, Netherworld, Subtle, Air Drink, Frozen June, PT, Tickly Sky, Power Play 7 Minutes, Maple Closer, Garibaldi, Modest Tawny, Butch Flower, Ionic Femme, Canopy, Sober Chauffeur, Musty Nail Tester, Orange Tokyo Tea, Cur Royale, I don't know, Assy Spike, Whiskey TMF, Wolf Fight Shot, Bears Wintertini, Ingredients and Ratios, Scotch Drop and Roll. Den Svenska von Stammen, Tasha Allegri, Harvest, Rusted Lace Puzzle, Sunshine Cloud. Oh my gosh, the drinks are going on and on. Michelada, drinking game, green tea, or Sugar Rush beer, Whiskey Rita, Sazerac, Groggy Nog. Okay. Radin Master, Core Appeal, Fluffy Green, Appletini, Blue Boy. Okay, we're starting to look back through the list. I think. No, I'm not going to get the air drink. I'm thinking. That's okay too.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says,
Melon liqueur with a mix of vodka, rum, tequila, gin, and triple sec. That's a pretty strong one, I'm going to be honest. Whoa. You wouldn't be using full shots for this. It'd be like... Because this most of this is just going to be like straight up like 38% liquor. So I'm going to guess it's like maybe a shot of liqueur, a dash each of vodka, rum, tequila, gin, and triple sec.
Hold it! It would be remiss of me not to mention that your preferred diet does not resolve with those ingredients. I must advise against the order.
Oh, fine. Alright.
Like what?
Yeah, that's right, because my diet is alcohol-free. Alright, we've got to go find the green tea.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says,
Yeah, there we are.
Does that sound good?
I like this though. They tell you what the drinks are. So if you're curious, you could click through all the drinks in one shot. I don't know, maybe pinch some ideas for yourself. Click down.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up.
One green tea.
Now, what is it you need to know?
You know what?
Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid.
Majid. You know what? I like this guy already. He's cool.
I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that.
You know what? I can dig it.
So, what do you want to know?
I can dig it.
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I emigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work.
Yeah, fair enough.
Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. I wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was.
Yeah, let's just ask. Bit more history, not to be rude. But don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing. But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha! After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. We slowly dug ourselves out of the debt hole.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Anyone who's curious, new business startups, especially when you're off the ground and it's not a franchise or something like that, first year fail rate is really, really high. There's a lot of reasons, and exactly what Majid said here. You're starting a business, you are going to be putting money into that business, And that's what gets you. You're spending more money to keep the business going than you are generating. And sometimes, as was the case here in this story, and it's often true as well, sometimes it's like, can you stick it out long enough to build up your clientele and start balancing your books? That is, you get to the point where your profits exceed your expenses. It's often another thing as well with streaming, and I'll just quickly remind people again, if you're thinking about streaming, you are going to be spending not just your money, but your own time. Even if you're buying a mic and a mic stand, if you're buying a capture card, if you're playing for console, if you're not playing for console, you're doing it for PC, then that's fine. That's still an expense you don't have to worry about. But the cost of games, for example, if you want to buy a new game, that costs you money, and then it takes you time to stream, and you could be streaming for as little as 0 viewers at any given time. And that's gonna happen a lot. It's why streaming as a business is very difficult. And sometimes, even if you're streaming over and over again, it could just be as simple as, are you doing work to put your content out there? I've always maintained I stream primarily as a hobby and for me to help build my public speaking skills. Even if I'm talking and there's no one listening, and this is going to happen as well, you have to be able to communicate with people. You've got to be able to talk. And that's the most important part about streaming as a practice. As a business, however, that comes into a whole separate field.
We got some regulars around. They started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
We're looking for Hayden Weber, you know?
Hayden, scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax. Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
All right.
Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck! Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
I like Vegeta. A nice refreshing green tea. Non-alcoholic just green tea because it's that good. Yeah, so we'll go across this way. Dancers. The arcades. This is the barrier between the arcade and the VIP section. Apparently being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor, and video games makes you quote unquote important somehow. This punk doesn't look to what they're playing. Hey, have you picked up Mega Overtor? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Hey, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss. You know? Hands off the joystick, huzzah. That would be a terrible power-up. It's an arcade cabinet, Mega Phobator. Only the most ghost shootingest, blastingest point will have this side of the bay. Not a good idea. The headphones are radiation gets through with the logic board inside the cabinet. If that happens, unexplainable will transpire. Let's see. Megaphobus in me. Alright. I'm getting feel for it. You're just using the mouse and moving around. I'm out of it. Okay. So you have to click on like candles or something.
Hooray! You survived!
Or 33,900.
Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
Hey, there's a mesh-wide legend going around about Megaphobus that says if you reach the final screen, you'll carry what you've seen with you. ROMs act weird, computers power on by themselves, calls from no one. Ooh, hey. Alrighty. Really hyped. Alright, let's dance it. Yeah, let's just go. These fancy tables have little touch screens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the mesh. You don't have anything good to put on it or under it. Okay. A drink menu is constantly being read out. Don't leave it there. Someone might think it's safe to drink. Oh. Don't need those to dance in. Alright. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that got me. Oh, that definitely. It's just the little things like that. It's like, yeah. How bad can this spoiled milk go? Alright. Alright. Dancing with someone named Tomcat a little while ago. No idea where they are now. Try checking them up. Some weak drinks, by the way. They're really into dancing right now. Hey, what's up? Time. Ah, sorry, never heard of them. Check out the arcade. Sweet pair of headphones. Alright, I don't think Table's gonna have anything. Here we go. Tables can seem so lonely when everyone's off dancing, but it can't be helped for now. You'll have to table your concern. Stardust always has nice firm tables. Knock on wood. Or rather, knock on plastic. Or is it metal? I have so many different cocktails to try. Yeah. Oh, that list was long. That will make everyone evacuate the dance floor. A woman stands at a drink table with 5 people watching.
supposed to be another cat joke?
Alright. Given their voice, there clearly must be somewhat important to this, so...
Yes, can I help you? Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Okay.
Me either. I don't do genotypicals.
Genotypicals. New term here. Alright, let's have a think. Given the cat ears, genotypicals might refer to people who aren't genetically modified. That is... Yeah, so they don't have genetic modifications and are otherwise human.
And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to. Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Wow. Jeez, the lip.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Alright, this must be Tomcat.
Yours truly, doll. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh? Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pear on the outside.
I don't know.
She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Hayden's missing. Well, it's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got us a little wrong with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Oh, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Okay. Alright.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms.
Okay.
Way out of my league.
So Tomcat's primarily involved in the work of the Lips OS side. Hence why Tomcat is doing work to help connect the AI core to the mesh network that is the Lips network. Okay.
Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with? Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers. Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an Enforcenet blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige. I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. chalk it up to the exuberance of youth. And now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. oh, am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
Yeah, why parallax?
To see if I could. I mean, parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
Okay. Yeah, we might as well ask. What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down. Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern gal. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
Oh, that's a lot of clothes. So, how do we know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy.
Okay.
I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books.
Right. So, Hayden has the skills, at least from Tomcat's opinion, to have done this work themselves. But if it's being done off the books,
He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
hey. So it's probably done as a, yeah, I want to get this done, and I don't mind if it's a little bit off the record. If it's done that a little bit better, a little bit maybe or quicker, less attention, maybe.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is.
So Lips OS is the primary method.
It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files. That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private.
Okay. So if you tag a file as private, then the ROM won't share it. But if it's not tagged, the ROM will share it with other ROMs within range.
It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yeah.
Okay. So there's still a network. So there's still internet networks, either copper, fiber, whatever it is. Just say something like fiber. But out in suburban areas where you have the population density to support the network, then this mesh network, the OS, or Lips OS, will be more superior.
Mostly that little bot you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turin is all I knew about.
Right, do we know why he may have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with him, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
I don't know. We're going full cyberpunk. I definitely assumed the large corporation here to actually be into disappearing people.
Oh, don't you worry about Jess none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. she's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. Because, well...
Because she's a hybrid, because people are assholes, she's a forced jerk. I shouldn't probably judge it just yet. I mean, that was just straight up raw. It was like, whoa. Then again, we don't have the experience to judge from that position. So I guess the question is, do we take the high road? Nah. This one time, I'm gonna do it.
No, that ain't why. Come on. Did you even look at her? You know how most folks are about hybrids. You don't seem to be too well versed in hybrid issues. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places.
Alright, in other words, the less we have to do with this
She does me
person.
a favor, or three. But I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Yeah, so the less we have to do with this person, the better.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself.
Hey,
Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find.
alright.
The data cache would be the best place to start.
So,
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
alright. Oh, nice. Actually, yeah, so yeah, you can control the game, not just with the mouse, but standard arrow keys. So if I go over to here, and I press space, oh, my drink! I should have drunk it. Aiden's place, home.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
Okay, this is new.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen. That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter.
Okay. So this is new.
I am required by law to inform you that I am set at level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
I like, they put the voice on. Wow.
I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving. Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Yeah, we can't let the police take over. We're gonna have to use a contact inside.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Alright.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister.
Okay.
I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Yeah, that's intentional.
It makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
I kind of prefer it
Well,
that way.
setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
Alright.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
Yeah. That's definitely what I would
Done
recommend.
and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
Alright, so we've got the police station added to the map. So we can see Stardust has a marker for Tomcat. And Turing has a marker over here on Caden's apartment. Let's go to the police station. The Neo San Francisco police station in the Richmond district. It has all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Tents, crime status screen, desk, pile of forms, and a ROM. The station is seeing better days. The wall feels fragile. Maybe someone's managed to kick these dents in. Filling the holes and dents with spoiled milk will not fix them. Alright. So when you press, so just using mouse and just using the keyboard actually, when you press space over an object, the default option will be to look at the object. Map showing police activity in Neo San Francisco. The map has enough fingerprints as it is. This screen doesn't have a speech recognition module. You sync up the headphones and a police scanner begins to broadcast the news. Dispatch, we have a bunch of drunk and rowdy teens down by the railway at Dolores Park, requesting additional units. Green bloops, but it doesn't really do anything. Alright, milk time. Milk would just splatter and drip down the glass screen. Work is really piling up. Whose unfortunate job is that to organize all of that? You think that whoever has to deal with that stack of papers might thank you for doing that, but paperwork has a tendency to respond to attacks like a hydra. The old looking desk has a ton of paperwork on it, yep. Technically already have a desk job. You want to ruin the one decent thing in this entire rundown station? Oh, that's harsh. Can't get close enough to the computer, nor would you be granted. Alright, let's look at the ROM. An 1864 police unit attends the front desk. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. The chatter, the Neo San Francisco police train fills your ear. Is this even legal? Good question. I mean, if listening into the object is conducted by the LIPS OS, the LIPS network.
Defacing police property is a very serious offense. Defacing a police ROM is even worse.
I'm telling you what, they should have just let us use the milk on that one ROM.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today? Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Alright.
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach.
Alright. So she's on the job.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Let's ask about the news.
I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo-San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's what I asked.
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing
You would have expected
investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with? Have a good day, citizen.
Alright. So that's that. Okay. And we have a new location. Golden Gate Park. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to save. Oh, nice. We can control the menu here just with the keyboard as well. Alright. Now, this is slow. So I'm going to press the keyboard. You'll hear me count, and then you'll see how it moves across the menu. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and I'm going to go here. I'll show. Someone C, and I'm going to go right, left, right, left. So I'm going to go C, D, C, D, right? Inputs can get lost if it's too quick. So yeah, you have to kind of go a little bit slow. Think like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I can go a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, each movement has to be deliberate. All right. Let's have a look around. We've got a tree, got a carousel, the water run, casually dressed fellow, sharply dressed woman, a snack stand, froyo stand owner, a water pump, an NSFPD ROM, Lexi, and the art studio. Alright, well, let's just investigate over this way. We'll start left to right. Let's go with the tree.
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too.
I'm surprised you're saying that now.
The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea, or used as flavoring in foods. Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species. It's one of the only many topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory. Oh, I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work, and he focused on landscapes.
Okay.
It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition. Yes, have you heard of him?
Yep, Bob Ross.
During my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs.
Yep, that's gonna be right.
I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique, and I started to paint along with the episodes. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions.
I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could watch Bob Ross stuff. It's like all up on YouTube. They do streams of it on Twitch. I think the value comes more from the show itself than the merchandise, but that's me.
I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory. Ah, yes. I don't actually store most information on my local memory. It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep.
Hey,
So most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed.
right, so much like other ROMs, Turing will also be reliant on the accessibility of the mesh network and other ROMs to draw from and share information. Potentially interesting, depending on the location we go to, that could be a weakness.
It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net.
Yeah, already trying to plan to address what happens if you are not able to access your information sources.
Well, as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal memory. It may seem insignificant, but without the information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself.
I like this discussion.
So, Eucalyptus globulus stays.
Yeah, I do like that discussion. And yeah, I mean, it just takes a moment to stop and think about it. The formation of what memories are important to you are determined partly by what you require. The formation of new memories can be particularly driven by what is the purpose of those memories. What function do they serve in your current existence? Things that I used to remember back as a child that probably would have been important to me would have dropped as I've grown into a teenager. Things that I've learned as a young adult have made space for things that I've had to learn for work. I could rattle work information that I want, privacy secret, privacy laws, confidentiality, I'm gonna do it. But doesn't necessarily mean that all the memories disappear. It's just they kind of sit there as the basis for new ones.
Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise. about the happy little trees?
Alright, nope.
You'll have to excuse me for chattering on like that. We'll have plenty of time to discuss things once we found Hayden.
Alright, that's it. We've got one more thing to do. Try calling to some birds, but they just fly away. Bye-bye, bird. And we gotta do it. Lovely nature sounds like you sent it. These headphones really are something else. Again, how much of the headphone function is determined by the headphones itself? For example, confirming the presence of light. And then some aspect of it is determined by the object itself, like what happened with the Zazen poster in Stardust. Again, kind of fascinating, but also very disturbing. Nah, I think it is. Let's have a look.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground.
Alright.
I don't think we have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Oh, come on. Yeah, set personality modified to Killjoy, Captain. Quiet voice reads information about the carousel's history. This is a public park ROM. ROMs is a designated area to offer water and directions to tourists. It also takes the notions.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Yes please.
Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go.
Water added to items.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
Raw recycling for a Greater Earth Foundation.
I'm good at the moment.
All right. Please have a nice day. Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
Oh, it's
How
sort of
may I
similar.
help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water? All right. Please have a nice day.
Alright. You can't sync to this ROM with the headphones. So some ROMs are probably disconnected. Are you trying to poison the water supply? You really don't have to show your ID. This little park ROM gives water for free. $2064 Golden Gate Park Holiday Souvenir Glass. Refillable at any Alfie refreshment bar. Currently holding some cool, refreshing water. What? Let's drink some water. That hit the spot.
Hello, I'm Alfie.
Yeah, let's get some more water.
Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Okay, here you go. Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the...
Raw.
All right. Please have a nice day.
Alright. Let's have a look at this casually dressed fella. He's taking some pictures of his ROM. Hey, take a photo of me and my adorably precious ROM. Thanks. This isn't the park ROM, it's mine. Oh. Cute headphones. Not as cute as my new ROM though. Hey buddy. What is that smell? Oh, listen, it's good for you. Yeah, good. We've still got our glass of water. I had to use the escape button there to get out of the item menu.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
we think? Wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime, or... No, not really. You probably just look ridiculous. No, the hat's alright.
I really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange, or a green. Perhaps a mauve.
I don't think orange would work. Orange is too typical. It's orange and blue is the new video game color. This is your video game lighting color. Having a lot of mixed feeling about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. I don't think headphones will go well with my hat. Alright, let's have a look at the snack stand. Small snack stand in the middle of the park. Coffee there is actually really great. Why spend credits on great yet expensive coffee when there's a park rom giving out free water? I was after food, to be honest. All you can hear is cha-ching. They say milk is a great way to ruin coffee. They also say using spoiled milk is even worse. Who are they anyway? It doesn't matter. They make better decisions than you do. Alright. Eucalyptus globulus, huh?
There are birds up there.
Oh, come on.
Bye-bye, Birdie. The musical had its 100th birthday just a couple years ago.
Okay. A broken, beat-up froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. That's right. This was the one where it supposedly could have been a ROM, but nothing's confirmed. The froyo stand wasn't activated by voice. You can't get froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. Sorry, no samples. And you know that froyo is not supposed to be made with spoiled milk? Because it's not. Ever. Ugh. This pump controls the flow of water to the park ROM. It's currently on and pumping strong.
If you want water, I'm sure that public park ROM we saw on our way in can help.
I was just attempting to turn it off.
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is Neo SF's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
Okay. I mean, okay, so full disclosure, obviously not American. Never been to this area. I would be curious how much of that is based. How much of these locations, like the Carousel and the Arts, are A, based on real world buildings and locations, and B, still operating. No time for art classes, there's a mystery to be solved. It's quiet, likely on purpose to allow for focus. Very distraught owner of a very destroyed froyo stand.
Can't you see I'm busy here? Yogurt is actually made by fermenting milk with special yogurt cultures, which is then frozen to make froyo.
Okay. Ah, alright. One of the NSF PD's finest ROMs on assignment in park. Run, don't walk. To run, donut walk. New menu includes Ronutberg and the Ridley Biscotti. Even the police feed has ads these days. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister all back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. Probably not a good idea to push Lexi around. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't think anyone actually bought this brand.
Okay. You always seem to really care about you and has helped out a time or two in the past.
Every
every single time I dare put a bit of faith in you. Hey there, long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing? I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a froyo stand has to do with it.
Okay.
I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred. Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick.
Okay. Why did you
I
move
transferred
anyway?
because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends.
All right.
So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got.
Alrighty.
It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap.
Oh, trust
Hold
me,
on one
Lexi,
sec.
it is.
Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
All right. Yeah, an old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal Rob, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Hey.
Damn. All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
That's nice, but we need your help in a different kind of way.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
Just radio the
No
ROM.
way, not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, let us in.
If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
We can't wait a day.
Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience.
You know I can handle myself, Lexi. You've been there.
Sure you can. All the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this. No. I'm sorry, but we're not going to do it that way. I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
All right.
You better. I don't have a stick up my ass about regs, but I'm not going to send an untrained civilian into this alone, much less a friend. Now let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, all right?
Well, that didn't go how I'd hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge.
Ooh, that's gonna be tricky.
I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. We can't risk being too obvious. I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you.
Alright. So let's try. Deactivate the water pump, stopping the water flow. Then items. Let's drink the water. Alright.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
Sure, I'll get some water.
Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Oh, this is embarrassing. I seem to have run out of cool, refreshing water. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. I'll be right back.
Alfie really tripped her up. You don't need augments to see that her badge is no longer in her pocket. It looks like Alfie knocked Lexi's ID out of her pocket.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Let me keep that under my...
Hey! What the hell are you doing with my ID?
Oh, excuse me, Detective Rivers. I noticed it fell out of your pocket after that wayward ROM crashed into you, and I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Thanks. What hit me? You said it was a ROM?
Yes, it seemed to be following faulty programming of some kind. Perhaps it was the same one that damaged this vendor's cart? It headed off in that direction.
Guess I should check it out. Not like I have any other leads on this jackpot of a case. Hey you, Froyo guy? Tag along with me in case I need you to identify the bot.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And you two. Don't think I don't know you're up to something. Keep your noses clean. I'll be in touch.
Alright. I wonder if there is a way to
As I was
convince
saying,
Lexi.
let me keep
Maybe,
it under
maybe
my
not.
hat for now. more than just a walking search engine, you know. Dramatics aside, we should return to Hayden's apartment.
Alright. Yeah, I wonder if there's actually a way to convince Lexi about that. Hayden's door? A random door? No response. And there's a dog barking. Don't leave a carton of filthy, slimy milk at the doorstep. It just isn't neighborly. Alright.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the AEST Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence. Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers. Good luck with your investigation.
Alright.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
You don't need to prove anything to me, Turing, but good job. Not bad at all. But you've made your point, Turing. I like this one.
At times, I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you. I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation.
I'm just gonna let the music chill for a bit and enjoy it. I do like this track. Synth, keyboard. Drum machine. Just trying to figure out if the BPM is the what do you call it? I think it's, I don't know if they call, I'm just going to confirm this. Just in a moment. I don't know if this term's used in the yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if the song's 128 BPM, which is one of the more standard BPMs. It's not so much standard, but it's like a really popular one. Yeah. The other one that seems to be a little bit more popular is like, I think it's like about 116 or 117 BPM, something in that vicinity. I'd have to sit down in more detail and just listen to this over and over again. Anyway.
Or even just being out and about in general. It can be a bit overwhelming at times. Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The AEST Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark V. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into its lenses. I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law. Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer.
Oh, please don't do that.
But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
All right. A healthy green plant. Gorgeous view of some skyscrapers. There's no way to open it. Doesn't even have curtains. Sometimes adventure games give you points for doing things the right way. Do you think the milk goes on the window?
Greetings, citizen. You may accompany Detective Rivers. Please do not touch or disturb any potential evidence.
Okay. Ooh.
What? Oh no. No. Our apartment. My home. Who could have done this? Why?
Jeez, the tags of the Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left. You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst.
Yeah, you've got to try and stay calm at this time.
Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess.
Alright.
We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Someone took the time to methodically shred the poor plant. Damn. Even dashed against the floor, Hayden's plant somehow seems healthier than the one at home. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. Heck scum graffiti.
I think you're right about this being Human Revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up.
Because this could scream of a cover-up. Someone's done something here and then gone to make it look like Human Revolution. Or someone could be moving, rolling the Human Revolution movement. So some people are generally behind it, but other people on the top are basically being paid off. Humanity's changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the Human Revolution's viewpoint, diluted the quote, purity and quote, strength of the species. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. Plus the TV, the ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen.
I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the Human Revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Which is always a good question. Hence why there's the question of, has this been a cover-up, a frame job? Or is this someone like astroturfing Human Revolution for their own ends?
That's a possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could...
Ooh.
What's wrong? Right? No.
Oh, what's happened? This game does not autosave, but please be sure to save frequently. Alright, so we do need to save. We're in Chapter 2. POSF Chinatown Hospital. I didn't drink the milk. Alright, let me just try to get into the menu. No, I can't.
Thank goodness you're finally awake. I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
My head is killing me. What happened?
Someone ambushed us at the apartment. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Why did they just attack us and
If we
leave?
walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah, that is true. If it's after the research file, why not take the ROM?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't
That
recognize it.
seems unlikely.
No, okay.
Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me. And even if they weren't sure... well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them.
Alright.
We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little. No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
Okay.
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again.
Alright, ID card.
Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Headphones.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
Hey, yes. It returns.
Hopefully the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Oh.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Oh, that's rough. The glass would have been nice.
You're right, you wouldn't want to cut yourself. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Alright.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Who's this? Need to be doing okay. The writer, not a doctor, sit back down. Listening to your diagnostic readings so close and focused is kind of creepy. I don't know. Nothing's medical.
Everything is okay.
Oh, I love that. You're going to a place far worse than this if you do that. That's right. Milk jail. Has Turing been sitting here by your side the entire time?
I think I recognize that voice, but I can't be sure.
Okay. Standard hospital curtain, low quality fabric, tacky sterile color, and steam cleaned beyond recognition. Open the curtains. A nice, if busy and crowded view of the town. Well, we are in Chinatown. Locked, but you dig the warmth from the sun. Beauty of the view inspires you to hum out a little ditty. Windows locked, there must be better use than just... Hold on, is my milk... Oh, it's super spoiled milk. It's like... some sort of medical device is hooked up to his chair. Also seems to be running diagnostics on his status. That's dangerous. Plus, he's sitting right there. Maybe Turing is more adept at speaking computer.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that.
That's it. Indeterminate bleeps and bloops, not unlike the ones coming from your own medicom. Are you threatened by the presence of something potentially more technologically advanced than Turing? Seems he's your roommate.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Don't trust this guy already. You see that the pointy goatee? Yeah, no, I'm not trusting you.
Has anything happened to him?
Who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
Yeah, this guy's dodgy.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite.
Yeah, no, don't trust you.
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other. I won't press you for details, credentials, but perhaps I could be of some assistance, I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can. Ah, yes, as I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years.
So CTO would be probably Chief Technical or Technological, whatever the acronym will be. Maybe Technical, Chief Technical Officer.
The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water. So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed.
Alright, so this person would be, given their view, they would be antagonistic to Tomcat, for sure. And, given the views, they may favor a more conservative approach towards the use of the meshnet, and potentially a more conservative view towards the view of other forms of technology, including hybridization and gene modification. Already still a little suspicious.
And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector.
So search data correlation sector would more than likely involve analytics of what people are searching and trying to pair up that data with other related objects, find out what the relationships are, and be used for predictive algorithms for advertising. You know, what happens with Google at the moment. Or as we call it professionally, Alphabet.
He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system.
Alright, so System 1 was responsible for the building of LIPS, which is the meshnet that's used all across. Parallax bought it out, expanded the network, and it's what's in use today.
He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Also, why Tomcat would say Hayden is far more experienced with the meshnet stuff, having worked directly in that field during earlier years.
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself.
You heard that?
My name is Turing. Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Okay.
Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be.
This is gonna be a lie. I bet straight up, this is a lie. He knows exactly what happened with that previous robot, and it could be related to why Hayden was kidnapped and the data cache is missing.
If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Of course. Ask away.
So what are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck.
Oh, I am straight up getting like Mr. House vibes. Let me just put myself in a tube.
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did. I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information.
So you're offering information.
Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second.
Yeah, and so this is why it looks like it's a cover-up job for human revolution. As Turing explained, the tech required to disable an NSFPD ROM would be pretty significant. It's some serious military hardware. It'd be very easy to just snatch the computer parts, make the job look like it's human revolution. Easy frame job.
We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
Yeah, so what do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
It's the same thing, Tyrion. Are you sure we can trust him? Implies you're going to put the decision in Turing's hand. We should trust him. Implies Turing should follow your lead. And I don't think we should trust him. Is a little, a little on the negative side. I don't think we should trust him.
I suppose I should respect you for your honesty, though it may be ill-informed. I'll be blunt with you. You've uncovered a deeply unsettling mystery. I doubt this has a happy ending. My connections could prove more valuable to you and your safety than you realize. Rudeness aside, I only have the intention of helping my old friend.
It seems a bit unproductive to say no.
Now, if you're willing to hear me out, I think I might have a lead in mind for you two.
Okay, so no matter which way we would have gone, we probably would have ended up at this point anyway, regardless of the response.
You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls? I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
Of course you would be. You're behind the damn thing. It's getting a little obvious here. Mr. Guy wanting to make himself young again, knows more about robots, runs the nice expensive chair, has the conservative viewpoints about the robots and their hybridization and the rolling out of the mesh network. Oh my goodness, it's getting a little obvious. 2064, hold on.
His name is Brian Mulberry. After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
So, you're involved with human revolution, yes?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
That's exactly right. It's that chair. This is how we know you're evil. It's the Dr. Wily pose as well. It's really thrown me off.
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Alright, we should get going.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Not yet.
Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Alright. The reason why I said not yet, I actually want to save here. Yeah, so we're happy here. I mean, okay. So, if my thoughts about Dr. Fairlight are accurate to how the game plays out, and my thoughts about the human revolution, the attack on Hayden's place, if they play out, it's a little bit obvious. Now, to be fair, cyberpunk as a genre doesn't often rely on the deep, meaningful twists and turns of like unlike the detective drama, the crime fiction drama, still, sort of genre. But it would be a little bit on the nose if this was the case. That is, Fairlight's involvement with human revolution is far greater than it seems. His involvement with the party or parties responsible for Hayden's disappearance is far more than it seems. Human revolution being funded by or controlled by interests that don't align necessarily with the interests of the lower people in the group. I don't know. If that's all the case, it's going to be a little... I guess we'll keep going with it next week, though. I'm still okay on it. And I guess we have to really sort of get further into the mystery in order to try and figure out things. So yeah. Next week, I'll do a little bit more of this. As for tomorrow, we'll be back on the Classic Doom challenge. No. I've definitely got to make sure that the stream is not stopped. That was big cool. We should be right though. Otherwise, if you watched along, be watching out the back. As always, I'd like to thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day.